All right. I've been itching for an excuse to record something now that I got my new microphone and this new setup. And Microsoft gave it to me this morning. Xbox gave it to me because they made a deal with Square and people can fly to bring Outriders to Xbox Game Pass day one. And we heard this news on Kind of Funny XCast late last week, and people were the rumors. That's not going to happen. I don't believe that. And then guess what? They did it. Here it is Monday morning, and we get this big announcement that it's happened. And I look at it from two different fronts. I look at it from the Square front, that this kind of making this deal with Microsoft, because I'm sure there's some financial incentive there for them to do it. It alleviates some of the risk of Outriders coming out. Look, I think Outriders is great. I've had fun with the demo. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's say that Outriders doesn't sell that well. At least up front now, Square gets some financial relief for having Outriders on Game Pass. And then you look at it from the Xbox standpoint. This continues to add value into Xbox Game Pass. I've said many times that Xbox Game Pass, people like it or not, I've said it, that it is going to be the future of the way that we consume content, because that brand, that service, Xbox, obviously all their internal studios, we're going to get those games day one. They continue to make these deals with third-party companies for either a limited time, bring some of their games to the service as well. Content is king. This is what Netflix has done. This is what Disney Plus has done. What did Netflix do a few years ago? They started betting on themselves, and they invested billions of dollars into themselves to create original content. Now, while the Outriders deal isn't original content, it supplements what Microsoft is going to be able to do from an internal studio standpoint. We've obviously seen they spent $7 billion to bring in Bethesda to add to that. And look at the instant value we got to Game Pass just last week with 20 Bethesda titles coming. We know future content from the 23 studios with Xbox are coming to Game Pass. We already have EA Play. It is rumored that Ubisoft potentially could have some content that comes to the service as well. So again, as a consumer, I understand not everyone's going to be a fan of Game Pass. I personally love the service and the content that it provides, because you're continuing to see Microsoft, being a $1 trillion company, add value to this service. Now, will it always stay $10 a month or $15 a month? That's the big question. But at least here in the near term, we know that's not going to change. And then you look ahead to the future. You see games like Halo Infinite coming. You see a game like Avowed coming. You see a game like Starfield coming. You see whatever the next Wolfenstein is coming. You start Forza, etc. Minecraft. I've been loving Minecraft Dungeons lately. You see all this content that Microsoft is putting on this subscription service. And I would say, if you're an Xbox customer, it's almost a no-brainer at this point. Again, this is just my opinion. I know not everyone's going to agree with me, but in my opinion, they're adding so much value to the subscription service. I will continue to say this is the future of the way that we will consume games, because it just makes sense. As gamers, we just want to have fun, right? It's all about having fun. And I just see a lot of value coming into Xbox Game Pass, and kudos to Microsoft and kudos to Square for securing this deal. And let's see what happens. I know where I'll be playing Outriders next month, and it's going to be on Xbox, because why not? It's on Game Pass. It just makes sense. So I'll stop rambling. Like I said, I just want an excuse to record something else on this audio. I'll be curious to hear what everyone thinks. This is Paris. Thank you for checking this out, and I'll talk to you soon.